Well, it's very different than opening. I mean, you know, when you headline, you're playing in a place where everybody there is there to see you, and they know your music,
of course.
you know, and we get to play the whole show. You know, it's a 2-hour show, and it's different in that respect. So.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see a little bit of live performance a bit later on tonight. Now, obviously, Steve, you've gone from being a solo artist to having your own band, and I would imagine that the most important thing about the band situation is A, that you could get some people together and have a chemistry going, a very unique thing, and B, that you could expand your own musical horizons. Is that what was so special about you for Vi?
Absolutely. I mean, that's why somebody, you know, would want to do something like this. You know, I had a lot of fun with those bands I've been with in the past. I mean, we played great gigs, and they were great guys and all. But I'm kind of, I have a lot of different ideas, and I want to experiment with a lot of different types of things, and you can't really do that in the parameters of a mega pop star band, you know. So I'm really fortunate that I can actually put together a group of guys and make a chemistry, and you know, make a great package, and then go out and actually play and get out and do it. So I'm really satisfied.
Now, obviously, we have to point out that the lineup has changed since you recorded the album. It's just yourself and Devin who actually played on the album. Now, the 4 people that you had for the record are like 4 incredibly talented people with huge, larger-than-life personalities. I was just wondering if you felt that the band had changed now that TM and Terry had left. Who have you got in the band now?
Well, the band has changed. I mean, TM and Terry, they're, you know, unique players in the sense that they have a very strong identity, you know. But, you know, that strong identity brings them, you know, a lot of work.
Right.
To drag them out of what they're doing to come on tour for a tour like this is pretty impossible. So that wouldn't work. But luckily, you know, we've got the backbone of the situation here, you know, Devin and I. And the guys that we got, I mean, I lucked out. I've got Scott Tunis on bass, and I've known Scott since the Zappa days, and he is, I mean, he's a phenomenal musician, extremely musical. And Anastasios Mario Panapiotopoulos.
Say that again.
Anastasios Mario Panapiotopoulos on drums.
He's on drums, right.
Yeah, he's Greek. And he's a great drummer. He's from Los Angeles.
It must feel a lot more like a band than when you were in the studio, right? Now you've actually kind of gelled on the
Yeah,
band
we
and
live
everything.
together. You know, we'll eat together. You know, we make jokes together. We live on the same tiny tour bus together.
So you've gone through a lot of male bonding then.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
very, very much so.
Lots to talk about, you know, male things.
Walk along the beach every now and then.
So, holding hands, clasping each other, running down the beach naked. It's an amazing thing.
Life on the road.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we shall talk to Devin and Steve lots more, but right now we've got the new video coming up from Sex and Religion, and this is In My Dreams with Steve, I mean with you. There you go, that was Vi, In My Dreams with You. A little bit of a fantasy love story, I think, is the best way of describing it. Brilliant video as well. And a little bit earlier we were talking to Aerosmith, and they were telling us about how their day isn't just 2 hours on stage, it's interviews, all sorts of things, photograph sessions. And, you know, that holds the same for the video that Vi did, because it actually took you guys something like 3 days, 10 hours a day to actually rehearse that video because you sang backwards, is that right?
Yeah, it's not a unique concept, but it's tough to pull off.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to do something that was different without, you know, spending $10 million in the edit bay, you know. And so what I thought about doing is performing the video backwards at different speeds, so that when you see it forwards, you know, the characters are moving. They're lip syncing forward, but their motions are backwards.
Yes.
So you have to learn how to sing it backwards. And if you ever try to talk backwards, or if you go to Poland or something, you know, you might. So it was kind of tough to figure it out and then rehearse it.
It's Excellent.
You want to hear what it sounds like?
Yeah, go on. You're going to do that for us.
Sure.
Okay.
Who you those mears namni? Who's night out meow the city? Who's those mears namni? Who's night out meow the city? Pier slide ousley potty say I may reap on your little sweet not in your vein. Voya born and I know for you me every night. You slithering off me in my eyes. It often slide out straight. It isn't rhyme, but I'm zoo. In my dreams, zoo. It isn't rhyme, but I'm zoo. In my dreams, you.
Don't try that at home, kids, I think. It sounds like a Christmas carol.
If you wear dentures, you're in
A
trouble.
Christmas Carol from Venus, more like that.
Well, we better talk some more about the band Vi. And Steve, I was wondering if, you know, Devin is such an outrageous front person. Do you think that that's kind of helped set you apart from other bands? And has it also taken the emphasis away from you? Because
Yes.
I think that's something.
All
you
of the
want to-
above.
I don't know if
And more.
help might not be the right term sometimes in some cities.
No, it's great. You know, I mean, when I was putting a band together, people expected me to come up with a certain kind of a front man. And why? You know, I've played with guys that were
Why?
great and fantastic and all, you know, in a certain realm, but I wanted somebody really different. And it came in tenfold.
Some places we go, you know, because
Either
everywhere,
they get it or they don't get
everywhere
it.
you go, you know, everybody. Steve comes on stage, they're like, "Ah, Steve, how's it going?" And some places we go, you know, I do my thing, and people are like, "Wow, man, that's cool." But other places, like the place we
It's
played
just
last
the
night,
primordial scratch on the head and question mark on the face.
my favorite is, "He was so good, and then he got that guy. What happened?"
But you're
No, but
dealing with it.
I really like it though, because I mean it does take a lot off of me. You know, if I didn't have guys in the band that had some kind of personality, some, you know, something, then it would look like, you know, Steve I, you know, this guitar player with everybody on strings, you know, and you know, with this type of animation on the stage, it's a great show. It's a lot of fun, you know. I mean, there's music and there's just all sorts of different things involved. There's a lot of fun. It's silly and it's serious and it's everything.
Your debut album, Sex and Religion, has made a very important statement about Vi, because there's such an eclectic and diverse range of material on there that basically, as a starting point, you can go anywhere from that album, right?
Most certainly. You know, I really can't help myself when it comes to composing and stuff, because I could sit there and make these very simple, straight-ahead type songs, but I kind of feel like I'm capable of doing things that are, you know, maybe a little more technical, but still maintain some type of emotional integrity. And there's people out there who crave that, and you know, I crave it. I crave to feel it and hear it. So you know, I take simple songs and just throw big wrenches in them. Yeah, but it satisfies me. I mean, you know, I'm not a pop star. I'm a musician, sort of. So I
course.
kind of, I open up. You know, it opens me up for the future and anything I want to do. You know?
Of course, yeah.
I mean, one of the worst things is to have to live hit song to hit song. You know.
Okay, well, very quickly, we have to wind up here at the Terminal venue in Munich. Plans for the future? You've got the rest of the headlining European tour. What's happening there?
Yeah, actually, you know, the tour in Europe has been going so well that we've extended it a bit.
Great.
We've bumped up a couple of shows. And we're here until beginning of December, and then we're back in the States for a couple of weeks, and then we take off for Christmas, and then we're back in the States, and then Japan, and, you know, the whole circuit. But
Then we're running away together. We're eloping.
it's
You
that,
with your
it's that
mentor, your
beach.
daddy.
That's our big daddy.
All right, well, thank you both very much for joining me on
Thank
Headbangers
you.
Ball, and
Thanks
I
for
wish
having
you
us.
both the best of luck with the rest of the European tour. And to see what we've been talking about, you might as well check out a little bit of Vi live. But stay tuned as the Headbangers Ball Aerosmith special continues after this live performance. See you.